Hi guys, it's your girl, and I am here today with a video. I watch Biggest Loser pretty much every week now, just as inner week motivation or whatever. And some of you guys know I've done a video on this before, but I really have a hard time with some ladies on there this season. And I know I've told you guys this before. I've never really wanted anyone to go home, but this time I wouldn't even mind if they sent some people home. This week, if you've watched it, you know that Daphne is the one to go home. And while I do believe that Daphne letting revenge and things like that overtake her was wrong, I do believe that the black team was stupid in allowing Conda to basically sabotage them like that. So, everyone knows I am not a fan of Conda. I can't stand her. The things that she started to say in the elimination room, basically saying that Daphne, she's a better person than Daphne, she doesn't hold grudges. Bitch, you lying. So, I wish that if you're gonna not like somebody, there are plenty of people in this world that I don't like. They know it. I say, I am involved daily with people that I don't like, but I don't let that get to me. So, for someone to sit there and basically blatantly lie like that, it's just stupid. For Daphne to allow her fear of losing Bob, even if you go to the other team and you have Delvette, who cares? So I feel like this week it was just a bunch of stupid decisions. Stupid. And it's really frustrating that that happens to us in our daily lives, especially for those trying to lose weight. There are no excuses with this week. Their theme was, I don't have self-control. Now, this is week 6 of my weight loss journey. I'll have my week number 5 weigh-in this Saturday for Weight Watchers. And this is around the time where something happens and I give up. Not give up so much as I start to slack up. I had a hard time earlier this week. And you guys are my family, so I'm going to tell you what happened. I know that a lot of my issues are self-sabotage. I've never been a thin person. I have had to teach myself to love myself as a plus-size woman. And in doing that, I've never been a thin. I've never been healthy. I've been healthier. I've just never been what's considered healthy. And it's hard to, people say envision yourself thin or envision yourself this way or do this. You can't envision something you've never seen. So in my mind, I try to draw these pictures of what I may look like, but I really don't know because I've never seen it. And to never have seen it, but to have learned over 30 years to love who you are right now, but force yourself to change. And I've always said, I love myself enough to change. I love myself enough to get healthy. I love myself enough to get fit. But really, I feel like I'm saying that the woman that you've told yourself you love for all these years is now not good enough, and you have to let her go in order to be this healthier person. And I don't know if you haven't been in this situation, if you can understand how that feels. But it's a very difficult feeling, and it's around now that I start to feel like that. And I start to relinquish some of the control that I've had over my exercising and my eating habits. And this week I had the foods. It's like I walked the walk and talked the talk, but I didn't feel it. Like, I wasn't feeling it. Like, there were days where I'm very adamant about tracking. Y'all have learned that. I'm so adamant about tracking. I track as soon as I eat or before I eat. Do you know that several days this week I didn't track until lunchtime? Until after I ate my lunch. I tracked everything I ate. I mean, I basically eat the same thing, so I know that it's, I wasn't shocked. It wasn't shocking, but I basically eat the same thing. But I feel like that's a no-no. Like, allowing those things to slip, allowing little, 5 almonds here, some bite licks and tastes to get in the way. I'm not tracking those. I feel like, no, 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 no. So I had to call some reinforcements in. I talked to my little sister. I talked to my big sister. I talked to my mother. That probably didn't go so well. But it was a really, really bad day. It was yesterday, I think. It was yesterday. And I was already kind of down. And I don't know. I wasn't feeling like, I talked to my little sister on the way to work. And I just wasn't feeling it. Like, because she called me because she is also on a weight loss journey and she had some bad news. So I wanted to talk her through it. But in talking her through it, she's talking to me like, sis, you don't seem like you in it either. And I'm like, I'm just not feeling it. Like, I'm not giving 125 or 110% anymore. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, the night before that, my husband we went and we didn't eat at home. We had cheesesteaks. Well, we went to a sub shop. And I ended up getting a salad. But I really wanted the cheesesteak. And it was one of those times where I was just like, well, dang it, it's not fair that I can't eat these things. But I still ate what I was supposed to eat. And I was talking to her, and she was like, we can do this. So by the time I got to work, I was feeling a little better, not 100% A-okay. So then my mother calls. Now, I know my mother has had to deal with weight all her life as well. She had gastric bypass in the 90s when they were still testing it out, basically, and she's had issues with her stomach ever since. So I'm not a fan of weight loss surgery. I just, I don't like to throw up. I always want to eat what I want to eat. I feel like if I eat right now and I eat too much of something, then yeah, I get those little cramps in my stomach, this, that, and the third, but I don't throw up. Throwing up is a no-no for me. So she had saw Star Jones on The View. And Star Jones used to weigh 307 pounds. And now she's lost 160 pounds. 100 of it she attributes to the surgery. 60 of it she attributes to, I guess, to losing on her own. I don't know. I'm not a Star Jones fan. So my mother was like, well, have you ever thought about having surgery? I just did a big celebration over losing 10 pounds in 5 weeks. I felt like I was already having a questionable day, and then to hear that, I'm like, okay. So what I'm doing on my own, without surgery, without diet pills, all that, is not good enough. And I feel like sometimes you just want people to say, hey, you are doing a great job. Keep up the good work. Rah rah. And I felt that just put me in a deeper low place. So my mother is coming from, all y'all that start bashing, my mother's coming from a place of love. She doesn't want me to have to go through the things that she has gone through, she's experienced, she has had to deal with. I understand that, but sometimes things just are not at the right time. People say things and it's just not the right time. A coworker of mine bought sushi, and I jokingly went in the office and was like, "Oh, you ain't sharing none with me." And then another coworker looked at me and said, "Oh, you don't need none." I'm like, really? And then everyone was like, "What? Oh my goodness." And it just made me feel so bad. Like, why? Because I'm the big girl, I don't need to have any sushi or whatever. And like, I don't know. That one kind of hurt. Like, I had to call my sister again, my little sister again at lunch. And this happened after lunch. And I don't know. After that, I'm just weary of people. Like, I don't know, you guys. It wasn't a good place for me. It wasn't. And I stayed on plan. I did what I was supposed to do. But it's just, I think, I know I have to up my exercise. I know I have to up that. But I think the mental battle, which is why you guys are here, this is why I do this, the mental part is what is going to take the most to change and the hardest part to change. The being there to motivate myself or to allow myself to feel bad, but don't let it overtake me. Like my big sister said, allowing things to allow me to feel the pain that I feel or the hurt that I feel when people say certain things, but don't allow that to, you know, dictate where I go or my next move or my reaction. So, yeah, I feel like I never lost control, and I thank God for that. I never lost control of the situation. I never allowed my emotions to allow me to turn to food. I did not do that. And I'm thankful. I am so thankful for that. That I have more self control now, and I'm looking at myself and I'm saying, hey, you're going to continue to do this. Every day is not going to be a good day. Every day I'm not going to be, yes, I'm trying to lose weight. Some days I'm going to be like, oh my gosh. But if I can just get through that moment, if I can control myself enough to get through that moment, to keep going, then I feel like it gets better. It's going to get better. So I feel like some people on The Biggest Loser still have a long way to go with that. It's very evident in how things went down today when I watched it, which was Tuesday episode. I'm still not liking Kondo. I'm not liking Kim either. It's just so sad, you guys. I've never been to a place where I don't know with these contestants. It's just so sad. I've never been to a place where I just did not like people like this. I just did not. But I haven't watched The Biggest Loser in about 2 years. Because whenever it comes on The Biggest Loser, you feel like you want to lose weight, and I just wasn't at that place. My water bottle. But yeah, so I just wanted to give you guys my thoughts on not only The Biggest Loser, but on my issues of self-control, my excuse that I don't have self-control. And I realized I do. I'm still here, still logging my food. I didn't eat enough today. Sorry. But that's okay. That's okay. I think I'm gonna have a pretty good week on the scale. So we'll see. But next week I'm definitely gonna do more moving. Definitely gonna do more moving than this. So I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.